Hey folks, this is a video called Mohammad, the Right Hand of Sex Slavery. Now, the author of the Generous Quran, Usama Daktak, has used a term, he's inserted a term, have sex with, in place of a very crude English word. He did this out of courtesy. I'm not going to be so courteous. Okay, we're going to just rapidly go through some verses. Chapter 4, verse 3. And if you fear that you cannot deal fairly among the orphans, so marry what appeals to you from the women 2 and 3 and 4. So if you fear that you will not treat them equally, so one wife, or F word, what your right hand possesses. So the armies of Muhammad have gone on a slaughter. You've been busy killing people left and right, and there's just no reason at all to deprive yourself from F-wording. So grab something and F-word. Let's turn to verse 24. Now verse 23 gives a list of some people you can have F-word with. It does not forbid cousins, first cousins, but let's go to verse 24. And married women are also forbidden, except all that your right hand possesses, so just kill their husbands. I mean, then it's no sin, right? You just kill people and grab whatever you like. Quran 8:67 says, it is not for a prophet to take captives until he had made great slaughter in the land. So don't grab married women, just kill their husbands. And then grab whatever you like. This is the decree of Allah for you, and it is lawful to you. Besides this, seek out women with your money, chaste without fornication. So this is a command of Allah, Satan, for Muhammad, to engage in prostitution. So let's move on. Let's just go to 4:34. Women, are you listening? Men are in charge of women because Allah preferred some of them above the others and because of what they spend out of their money. So good women are obedient, guarding in secret that which Allah has guarded, and of whom you fear rebellion if you suspect anything. So preach to them and separate from them in the beds and scourge them. Scourge them. That's the same term they use for beating camels. Oh yeah. Be good to the parents and the relatives and the orphans and the poor and the related neighbor or the unrelated neighbor, and to the companion by your side, and the son of the way, and what your right hand possesses. Yeah. Let's move on. Let's see what we can find here. Chapter 23. Verse 6, and those who are guarding their private parts except from their spouses or what their right hand possesses. Let's move on. Let's see what we discover in chapter 33. Verse 50. O you prophet, surely we have made it lawful for you, your wives whom you have given their wages, and those that your right hand possesses. And it goes on to okay incest. I'm not going to read and read and read. But yeah, you can marry your first cousin. No problem. That's a command of Allah. Let's go to 65:4. And I'm not even going to bother to read this. 65:4. You can read on in the gruesome details. This shows that that there is no age limit in marriage. Or let's call it what it is. Child molestation, violating children, no age limit. What have we here? Let's move on to 70. Let's go on to 70 verses 29 and 30. And those who guard their private parts except from their spouses or from what their right hand possesses. Yes, a sweet, loving, kind religion, isn't it? Don't you want these people living next to you, invading and taking over your country and imposing Sharia, Islamic law? Now, you've all heard of paradise and the 72 virgins. Now, the 72 virgins are not in the Quran, but the virgins are. Let's see what paradise is besides a drunken orgy, rivers of wine, and the virgins, ever virgins, specifically very young girls and boys. Let's turn to chapter 76 and start in 18. And there is a spring there named Salsabilion, and going around them will be immortal young boys. When you see them, you will think they are scattered pearls. Of course, that's the first thing I'd think. And if you see them, you will see bliss and a big kingdom. On them will be garments of fine green silk and brocade with silver bracelets. Just what I've always longed for. How about you? Yeah, not. And their Lord gives them a drink of pure drink. Not impure drink, a drink of pure drink. Probably booze. You can have all the booze you want in paradise. Surely this was a reward for you, and your effort was appreciated. There you go. Kill everybody in jihad, and you die in jihad. That's the only sure way, maybe, to enter paradise. Women, forget it. You're not going to be there. But men can have their share of booze and young children. There you go. So stick your nose in the dirt, stick your butt in the air, and prostrate yourself before Allah, 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 Allah. No. Repent, get right with God, and serve the Lord only. Till next time, God bless.